going to take another ride today to work on our score. Just unplug that. Okay, so the car's all charged up and we are going out for our little adventure today. Birdseed store, pool store here and there. And then we will check our score. So far, we have from last Saturday till Thursday today, we have all 100s. So let's see how we do again today. Okay, so we are going to leave our house now and take a quick trip to do just some local errands. And while we do this, we're going to try to not follow too closely. We're going to try to not turn too quickly and no sudden stops, and just drive very gently so that we don't get any demerits. Like what, Jules, would be a demerit? What would cause us to get a demerit? What could I do wrong?
Following too close. I think we got 0.5
we did
deducted for
yes,
that.
we
But
did.
that was the only time it was on self-driving.
That's true. That's true.
And it wasn't supposed to count against you if you were on self-driving mode. So we haven't been on self-driving mode since then.
Well, it did give us 0.5% off, but we still got 100 on that day.
That's right, thankfully.
So it probably didn't score against us, but it was telling us what we need to do in order to be a better driver, even though they really had control of the car at that point.
That does sound good.
It sounds great, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So anyway, we are going to have our pool water tested, so we have to make a right turn into a parking lot and then a right turn out of the parking lot, and we might go to the wild bird store, I don't know, or do some other things.
Okay.
All right, so we'll just be careful in traffic, and I have to say I believe it's making me a much more cautious driver because I am trying to anticipate a lot sooner if a person's going to run out in front of me and cause me to get a bad score. So
did you explain what this is all about? Like what
well, I did.
That the button came out and all that stuff.
There's something called a button, and the button just okay.
On the computer.
Can I honk at someone? Would I get a demerit?
No, don't.
Okay, this guy wasn't going. All right, so we drive a Model Y long-range Tesla, and Tesla has a feature called full self-driving, and there's a beta version coming out. Okay, so the full self-driving is a beta meaning it's still in its early mode. It's not released to everyone yet, but in order to qualify to get a beta trial subscription of full self-driving, you have to be a safe driver, and according to our driver's license, we are safe drivers. but since they have the ability to monitor how you really drive, we are trying to just do it the best we can so that we get accepted into this program. And what's going to happen when we get into this program, like we're driving around on city streets now, the car, you can activate the full self-driving and put in a destination. It will actually drive you to that location. Of course, you have to have your hands on the wheel. You have to be actively participating. There is a camera in this car right up here that's watching us, and so we just have to be super careful and do everything we can to prevent an accident for us or someone else. We're following this truck. We're on a little bit bigger highway. Not highway, but road. It's still only separated by a yellow line. So we have to stay far enough back from him to be considered safe driving distance. So I'm really going to slow down now and give him time to turn. Even though he's barely moving, I'm not going to get too close to him. So I'm going to let him turn, and then I'll keep going. But I could do it safely because the car behind me was quite far back. So anyway, that's an example of how we have to practice safe distancing in the car. Okay, so the reason we want to get the 100% score is Elon Musk said that the people who get chosen will have 100 score. And then they will go down to the people who have 90s, and then the people who have 80s. And that's probably as far as it's going to go. And they're going to start releasing this. 1,000 people a day will get. So if you're in the batch that has all 100s, you will be part of that first group that gets chosen. So that's the importance of getting a 100 score. Now, once everything has been completed as far as the beta program, and they have a very good system worked out that they're going to roll out to the public, then we'll have it anyway, because we bought it. so anyway, this is for the people who have purchased full self-driving and have been waiting to get it on their car and have a very good score. The first people, like I said, with the best scores will get it, and so on and so forth. So that's what we're trying to do. That's our task of the day. Well, we made it back home. We drove 18 miles round trip. We made 2 stops. One at the pool store, and we got our pool water checked. We need chlorine. And we went out to dinner, early dinner. So we made it back. We got into rush hour traffic. It was very, very busy, very, very rambunctious traffic, I'll say that. But we did well. No one cut us off, but a few people did get in front of me because I was leaving a good buffer between me and the car in front of us, or truck, whatever. So that gap got filled in a few times, but I would just drop back a little bit more and open up the space, and actually, it was a very relaxing drive. I highly recommend it. But anyway, so we'll keep you posted on some of our other drives. And yeah, we'll just keep waiting for that button. So we did actually see another Tesla. So we have coined the phrase button seekers. So he was driving terribly. He zoomed in front of us, and he zoomed over 2 lanes and made a sharp left turn at a light. And so I realized he's not a button seeker. So anyway, we're pretty excited about that. And yeah, one more day with 100 score. Talk to you later.